Hey guys, what's going on? Tenebris here. Welcome back to the channel. So we have this post here on Twitter by Tanner Pearson, who's a game developer on Minecraft Bedrock. And when this came out on July 14th, I was kind of busy with a lot of other things, and I wasn't really recording videos at the time, so I didn't really go over it. I did see the post, and I retweeted it, so if you guys remember, if you guys follow me on Twitter, shameless plug, go follow me right now. But if you guys follow me on Twitter, you probably saw the retweet, and there's some replies to it by Quig, and a lot of people from the community, and Pikachu and stuff, people from the community have, come to this tweet and kind of given him input. So, yeah, this is from a real Minecraft developer. So the post is called Minecraft Combat My Take. And keep this in mind before I show you this. He does say right below in the thread, he says, oh, and have all the values modifiable by editing a .json file that is per world so you can customize it as much as you want. Now, this is good. So it's like if, a certain server does not like the specifics of his combat system, they can easily change it to be anything else, right? And I assume it would be server side, and then the clients would then sync with the server, which is probably the best way to do it. Well, he says it's a .json, so I assume that's what it would be. Anyway, so here's the post. So this is Minecraft Combat My Take. Basically, he goes through and he explains how he would do the core of the combat system first. So we're going to start with that. So he says there's two types of attacks, or he wants to have two types of attacks, fast and heavy. Okay, so this might sound a little confusing, but let me explain. So he basically wants to pair the 1.9 combat system with the 1.8 combat system in a way where it's not boring. However, there's a decent amount of skill which is required, right? Because 1.9, I believe, is boring, even though it might require more skill. It's boring. And 1.8 requires less skill, however, is fast-paced and is entertaining, and, you really enjoy playing it, in my opinion. So he says, heavy attacks parry fast attacks, negating the damage from that attack. Now, I assume that probably means that if you're using a heavy attack, it does more damage over time than fast attacks. I'm not 100% sure how that works, but fast attacks are performed by left click. They do 0.25 damage per hit, and there's a cap on CPS of 20. Now, I'm not 100% sure why they would need the cap on CPS of 20 when the Minecraft tick system already basically prevents that. I mean, I could see it with the sprint breaking and stuff that is not entirely limited by the Minecraft tick system. But yeah, so anyway, I'm not sure whether it's necessary. I would not have a cap on CPS of 20. There's really no point in doing that because the Minecraft tick system already limits that type of stuff. Heavy attacks are performed by holding down left click and charging up the attack. When the button is released, the direction you are moving changes the attack pattern. Heavy attacks do 1x to 2.5x damage based on the type. Now, you might say, oh, well, that sounds like 1.9 PvP, and that's correct. That is actually 1.9 PvP effectively. However, it's only it goes from 0.25 to 1. That's like a 4 times difference, right? At the moment, it's like if you spam click in 1.9 and there's a cooldown, you do basically no damage. Like your sword does as much as a fist, which is a really, really bad solution. He's basically suggesting that if you spam click, you do slightly less damage, or a little less damage. And actually, because he is allowing servers to modify the JSON file, you could pretty much, make it so if you charge your attacks, you'll do slightly more damage than if you spam click, but not a lot. Okay, that's what the servers should do. But he says, he goes through these 3 different attack types. Now, this is kind of confusing. I'm not really going to go over this. I'm personally not for this, but I think it would probably provide a pretty interesting dynamic for the game. And now this is the part that's very important, and you guys should listen to, because this is going to effectively bring back 1.8 combat, okay? Now, this is not actually confirmed. This is just his ideas, all right? I'm not saying, that this is going to be in the game. I'm just saying that a Minecraft developer at least has some idea about what people want. Landing multiple fast attacks in a row will boost your next heavy attack. They can increase the damage to 2x to 5x. So this basically means that if you spam click and then heavy attack, you will do more damage in the heavy attack, which encourages people to spam click and jitter click, which is a very, very good solution to the problem, in my opinion, because that will bring back kind of fast-paced combat, but also add that skill element, which was in 1.9, but, keeping the game entertaining. I'm completely for that, actually. 5 fast attacks in a row will give you the max damage to your heavy attack. Any fast hit past the 5 will do 0.35x damage. Now, I'm not 100% sure about that. Any hit past 5. I believe that would require too much timing, so I would disagree with that particular, any fast hit past 5 will do 0.35 damage. I don't like that at all. These combos are broken when your attack attack is paired, and they decay at the rate of 1 stack per second. I have no clue what that means, but I'm just going to assume it's something like to do with combos. So if you wait to use them, they are less effective. I'm not 100% sure what he's trying to say here. Then he goes over and talks about armor and damage. We don't really care about that, but effectively he wants to have, like, you know, different body parts protect with different amounts and have, like, different armor levels at different body parts, but also have an overall armor scaling and stuff. It's kind of complicated, but if you scroll down, he also talks about all these different tools and how he wants all the different tools to be implemented in different ways. Not 100% sure about that. He does say that he wants the shield, which I know everyone freaking hates in our community, at least. Tool for blocking attack and negating damage. Now, I actually went over something, which I might talk about later, but I talked about how you could technically have a shield and block hitting in the same game if you just added a key. It's kind of complicated, but yeah, so let me know what you guys think about this post in the comment section down below. I shared my thoughts, so comment down below what you guys think, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.